Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
There are perhaps some comparisons to be made between the splits developing in the Labour Party and the divisive effect Donald Trump is having on Republicans in America. An increasing number are publicly coming out against their presidential candidates, and one, the former CIA operative Evan McMullin, this week said he would be running as an independent candidate. Tonight he spoke to News at 10 as his rivals tried to assess what impact he could have on the race to the White House.
In the beginning, it felt almost refreshing.
Is it fun to be at a Trump rally? I mean, is this the greatest?
Not now. The extraordinary rise of Donald Trump has left the Republican establishment reeling. Adored by so many in the heartlands, their party's candidate has gone rogue.
I'd like to punch him in the face, I'll tell you.
And there's a concerted push to stop him.
Great to have you here. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this?
This is Evan McMullin, a Republican policy advisor and former CIA agent. He was unknown at the start of this week. Now he's running for the presidency. Desperate times, he says, call for desperate measures.
We need to stop Donald Trump. We need to come to a consensus that he simply cannot be the president of the United States, and let's look for another option, and I hope to be that option.
But if you split his vote, if you take votes from him, you hand Hillary Clinton the White House. Are you okay with that?
Well, no, he's already losing. He's losing because of his own lack of ability to compete with Hillary Clinton, who isn't a strong candidate. In fact, I think she's one of the weakest that the Democrats have put forth in some decades.
In most states, McMullin has missed the deadline to get onto the ballot paper, but there are still at least 17 states where, if he gets enough support, he can run. And there are at least 3 where he could deliver a real impact. Polls have shown that in Iowa, independent candidates could have a significant influence on the result. In Arizona, surveys suggest another runner could be a kingmaker. And the latest figures from Virginia indicate McMullin's arrival could prove decisive there. His emergence is just the latest episode in a drip feed of Republican anxiety. Trump's campaign team are scathing at their own party's betrayal.
Do you want to be a useful idiot and feel good about your philosophical purity? Or do you really care about America and conservative values? Because Hillary Clinton, a third term of Barack Obama, is a direct threat to liberty.
I am a patriot, and you are a traitor!
There is no lack of anger just now in a party seemingly at war with itself.
Are senior Republicans frightened at the moment?
I can't speak for them. I think that
You work closely with them, your policy advisor.
I did. I think they are. I think they can speak to that, but it's clear that there's a lot of concern.
With less than 3 months to go, this somewhat reluctant candidate from Utah stands little chance of making history, but he could yet find that he shapes it.
And Martin joins me from Washington now. Martin, the Republicans must be at their wits' end about what to do over Donald Trump. But is Evan McMullin going to have an impact on Trump's campaign, do you think?
Well, if he does, it will be a disaster for the Republican Party at the election, and it would hand Hillary Clinton the White House. There are a number of senior Republicans, though, with their heads in their hands, and there have been for a while. It's an extraordinary situation, this. But there were signs today that Donald Trump may be backtracking just a little. At rallies this week, he said repeatedly, and rather extraordinarily, that Barack Obama was the founder of ISIS. He said it more than once. He refused to apologise, but today on Twitter, he did back down. He said he was being sarcastic. He brushed it all off as a bit of a joke. And this evening, there are suggestions that he may be asking for an emergency meeting with the Republican National Committee here. Now, I asked his advisor about that today. He said they have meetings all the time. There is no emergency. But when you combine all that with the fact that he's doing badly at the polls, he's had a dreadful couple of weeks, this may be, if not an olive branch, then perhaps even just a twig that he's extending. But these are not old enemies we're talking about, Raggy. These are senior figures in the same party at an absolutely pivotal time. It's a remarkable period here.
OK, Martin Geisler in Washington, thank you very much indeed.